And this fellow is the son of Shiva, and he is the chief of the armies of Devas. He has his vehicle, peacock. Peacock is his vehicle. Peacock. Shiva's vehicle is bull. Shiva, chief of Rudras, his vehicle is bull. Nandi. You know, in every Shiva temple you find Nandi, a great bull. That is why Shiva is called Nandi Vahana. Vahana means vehicle. Nandi Vahana, his vehicle is bull. There is a Rudra means Lord. Rudra is Lord of vibration. And what is the connection between this vibration and the bull? The bull roars. You might have heard when the bull roars, roaring makes a sound, oh, like this. The bull, a big bull, oh, like this roars. So this roaring of the bull is symbolized as the sound from the Rudra. Because Rudra is Lord of vibration. And our speech, we are able to utter a sound because of this vibration. There are the vocal cords, they vibrate. And because of the vibration, the first sound is the trill. The sound is in the form of the trill by vibration of these two vocal cords, like two millstones, like the millstones. When you have two millstones in the grinder, like this we have these two millstones keep vibrating, then we have this sound. And therefore this is called the bull. So astrologically also the sign Taurus governs this part of the body. And what is the symbol of the sign of bull? The sign of Taurus is symbol for the sign of Taurus. The bull, the face of the bull with the two horns. Taurus. The second sign, Taurus. The first sign is Aries, which governs the head, and the second sign, Taurus, governs this part, from where you have the utterance of the word. Each of the 12 signs of the zodiac, they govern each part of our body. So it is symbolically said that the Lord Shiva comes sitting on the bull, on the back of the bull. So this bull, so if somebody has any affliction in Taurus, then his utterance of speech is hindered. If you have a good position of Venus in Taurus, because Taurus is the one house for Venus, and if Venus is in Taurus and without other afflictions, that fellow will be a good musician. Because the utterance, the word is, that is the place of utterance. So this is all interconnected. Peacock, yeah, peacock. Peacock is it's a special, it's a bird which symbolizes the multiple colors. Because the peacock feather, if you see, and a specialty, it has multiple colors. Yes. And you see Lord Krishna always wears the peacock feather. The peacocks. Yeah. League of Nations. So peacock is very symbolic. Seven colors. It's very beautiful. Yes. Is it? Yes. Yes.
This is why Shiva is responsible for the musicians.
Yes. For dance and music. Yes. So he is this Kumara, the son. Symbolically, he is called the son of Shiva. This Kumara or Kartikeya or Shanmukha, by what all these names, the same fellow. So he is the chief of the armies of Devas. And there is another son of Shiva who is Ganapati. The elephant-faced one. He has the elephant face. Ganapati. Face, elephant face. Elephant. Ganesh. Sharply called Ganesh. He has also several names. So Ganapati. Gana means group. Group. Gana. Gana means group. Ganapati means Lord of the groups. Yes, he is the Lord of the groups. There is a very interesting allegory about this Ganapati. You know, he has the face of elephant. So elephant in Sanskrit, elephant is called Hasti. Hasti. That means the one which is having the trunk, the tusk. You know, elephant has this tusk. So this tusk is called Hasta. So Hasti means the one having this tusk. Hasta is hands also, but of the elephant, this trunk, this tusk is Hasta. Elephant is called Hasti because it has this tusk which the elephant uses like a hand. You know, elephant uses this like a hand. And there is a constellation Hasta. There is the constellation Hasta. So this Hasta Nakshatra, it's called Hasta Nakshatra. And this fellow is the presiding deity of that constellation. Each constellation has its presiding deity, the presiding Lord consciousness. So this Ganapati is the presiding deity of the constellation Hasta. Presiding. Yes, the governance, which governs. Yes, that means which governs, the governance, the governing force. This Hasta is the constellation Hasta. It is connected with wisdom. And there is an allegory. Once there was a great Rakshasa, demonic fellow, who is called Gajasura. Gaja also means elephant. It is also another name for elephant. That fellow is called Gajasura. Asura means demonic force. So he is called Gajasura. Gaja. So this fellow, he was a devotee of Shiva. These fellows are also devotees, but their devotion is not sattvic and poised devotion. It is tamasic or rajasic. That is for their self, for themselves. That is the devotion. The demons are also making penance and all this, and they wanted to have the powers bestowed by the Lord. They always ask for them. What they ask, please bless me that I don't have death. Please bless me that I have mighty power. Like this, all these fellows always, they wanted to have power and all this in their hands. Just like the present Asura. There are many Asuras now. The power mongers. So this Gajasura, Gaja means he was like an elephant. He has such a power like elephant. So this fellow was making penance for Shiva, and Shiva asked, what do you want? He said, please come and always sit in my tummy, within my belly, so that I will be very powerful and nobody in the world can face me. Because when Shiva himself totally is there within me, then I will be so powerful. Shiva said, okay, I will sit there. Because when we ask for something, the Lord will give. The Lord knows we cannot handle this. But poor fellows, those who ask, if really we are really wise, if the Lord says, what do you want? I want nothing, whatever you are, only grace. Then he is a wise fellow. But if we ask something, he gives. But he knows that we cannot handle this. Afterwards, we will destroy ourselves with this. That is in every such story you find this.
Cosmic diplomacy.
Yes, cosmic diplomacy. So Shiva said, okay, I will sit in you, no problem. Because Shiva can be anywhere. So he came from Kailash inside this. And then Parvati was saying, what is this? This wicked fellow wanted to lock Shiva in himself. It is not possible.
It is not warm, it is
In. Then Parvati invoked Lord Vishnu and told him, you have to bring Shiva out of this fellow, because this fellow wants to have Shiva for himself only, not for other creation. That is not allowed. So Vishnu said, I will see what I will do. So Vishnu, he brought all the Brahma and Devas and also this Nandi and went to the city of this fellow, this Gajasura. And Vishnu came, they made in the form of fellows who make the bull to play and a special play and all this. Like a festival. So this Gajasura, this fellow, has invited this troop into his palace and said, for me also you play. Then Vishnu said, he is in the form of this player of the bull. He said, we came for that purpose only. And then he told this bull, this Nandi, now you can tear this fellow into pieces. Shiva will come out. And then this fellow could know that now I cannot escape. So then he prayed the Shiva inside. Now it is time, I know, when Vishnu has come, I will not be, nobody can save me, because I made all wicked things. I wanted to keep you not for myself and not for others. This is already a wicked idea. So then he said, anyway, I am now torn into pieces. And so you can make use of my skin forever with you, so that I will have your presence. So this is good. So he is relieved from the wicked ideas. So this Nandi with the horns torn away this fellow's body, and Shiva came out. And then everybody was very happy, because again Shiva is available for everybody. Lord should be available for everybody, not for for one fellow. If one fellow wants to have the Lord under his control, that is a wicked idea. So then Parvati received the news that Shiva is coming back to Kailash. So she was happy and she wanted to decorate herself. So she applied sandal and all this paste. And then in her mind it came an idea. With this paste she made like this a small boy and gave life to him. And this fellow started to move and said, Mom, Mom. And she said, you be at the door and don't allow anybody until I come. She was getting ready to receive the husband. Meanwhile Shiva came and he said, no, you cannot enter. He doesn't know, because he was instructed by his mother who has created him. So Shiva was, who are you at my door and not allowing me? He was smiling. But unfortunately he has his Trishula, and suddenly with the Trishula the head of this fellow is cut, this boy, and he fell down. And then Parvati came and said, what happened to this fellow? Who killed him? Shiva said, I have not killed him, but this fellow, suddenly it happened like that. Then she said, no, please bring him back to life. His head is cut. Then Shiva called all his followers and said, you go and search for any fellow who is sleeping with his head towards north. Anybody who is sleeping with the head towards north, you bring the head of such fellow. So they went out. They could not find any human being or any celestial being who is sleeping towards north, because everybody knew that it is not good. So they found an elephant in a forest lying with its head towards north. So they cut the head of the elephant and brought the elephant's head. And Shiva put the elephant's head and gave life to this fellow again. Yeah. This was a very symbolic story, it's allegory. Yeah. So this Ganapati and the Devas, all the Devas, groups of Devas came once to this Shiva and Parvati and said, we want to have one mighty fellow to be the chief of the armies of devas to fight against the dark forces. And also we want one fellow who will be made as a first being for worship, because we have so many rituals to do. Before starting the ritual, we should have somebody whom first we have to worship to avoid all the obstacles. So for this, we make a test. You have two sons, who will be this and who will be this. So then the sages said, he who will make round of the whole universe first and come, he will be made the first person to be worshipped. So he has this Shanmukha has this peacock, but it's very fast. But this Ganesh has, its vehicle is the mouse. So it cannot go like that. Then he said, how can I make a round of the whole universe with this vehicle? Then Narada said, it's very simple. You go round your mother and father 3 times. That will be equal that you make round of the whole universe. So mother and father are so important. If you worship your mother and father, it is equal to worship of the Lord. So this fellow followed this 3 times. He made encircling of his father and mother and at the feet. And then the other fellow went around and came and said, found his brother before him. So then he said, my brother is fit to be the first worshipped fellow. So then this Ganapati, he was made like that. So that is why in every ritual we start first with Ganapati. So when we want to chant Vedas, mantras, first Ganana Antva, we start with this. When we start any puja or any ritual, first we start with Ganapati. That is the reason. And he is also called, why we worship him also? Because he is bestower of the wisdom. Because he is the presiding deity of the Hasta, this constellation. This is all astronomical phenomenon also. And so that is the festival in the mark of that event, which is celebrated also. And then Shanmukha, this fellow, is made the chief of the armies of the Devas to fight with the demons. So in that way, the 2 sons of Shiva, one is the first to be worshipped before any rituals, and other is the chief of the armies of Devas, like this. Festival. That generally happens in the generally in the month of August, at the end, August, September. Sometimes it comes in August, sometimes. According to the lunar calendar. It is the lunar calendar. It is the 4th moon phase. It is called Bhadrapada month, the month of Bhadrapada. This Bhadrapada month is a lunar month, lunar calendar. So this month generally it comes between August and September. So at that time, on the 4th moon phase, 4th moon phase, Chaturthi means 4th. Chaturthi means 4th one. So that is called Ganesh Chaturthi. Chaturthi means 4th. Huh? 5th September, yes. This year it came on 5th of September. That is why I told you August, end of August and beginning of September, like that generally it will be. It varies because of the lunar calendar. Ganesh is a cosmic principle only. Cosmic principle.
This year it was
5th. So this one, Senanye, and also Dishancha Pataye. This also we have seen in this mantra, Dishancha Pataye. Disha means direction. Dishapati. Pati means the Lord. Dishancha Pataye means Lord of the directions. Yes? Yes?
because you said fourth lunar phase, that means fourth lunar day, yes?
Yes, after the new moon, and fourth day after the new moon. Because the lunar month starts next day after the new moon. So then it starts. So Dishan Chapataye, Disha means direction. Dishan Chapataye, in this stanza, Disha. Disha means direction. Yeah. What are the dishas? So I am explaining. You have directions, and these directions we have east, west, north, south, and also the corners. And then you have southeast corner. So east is called Purva in Sanskrit. Purva Disha, that is east. And the southeast is called Agneya. Purva is east, and between east and south, that corner is called Agneya. It is called Agneya because it is governed by Agni. East is governed by Indra. East is governed by Indra. And Agneya is governed by Agni. See, in fire ritual you might have observed, when we are doing fire ritual, you have observed each mantra for each of these direction to the one who governs. And then south is called Dakshina. Dakshina Disha. Dakshina. And this is governed by Yama. Who is Yama? The Lord of discipline or death. Yama is governed by Yama.